Today we are going to get you started in Photoshop. We're going to set up the interface so that you can use Photoshop specifically for web design. Alright, so we have Photoshop open already, and a couple things I want to go over. One is setting it up for web. Is you go to Window and Workspace and Graphic and Web. Usually it's going to be here on Essentials. So this is going to look different over here. So you go right here and you switch it to Graphic and Web, and it's going to give you a better toolbar here for web design. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is just talk about guide layouts. But before that, we're going to go to Edit, and this is going to help you a lot. Preferences, right here, Units. Okay, and we're going to change, it's probably going to be on inches or points or millimeters or something like that. But whatever it is here, go ahead and change it to pixels. But you want to change that to pixels. You're going to hit OK. And that's going to help you a lot in a variety of ways too. All right, now let's talk about loading things. So you can start with a new image or image file and paste things in. I do that a lot. You can load an image in and manipulate it in order to create new image files. So let's talk about different. So you file new, and when you open this new wizard, you're given a lot of choices here. Okay, recent, saved, and then you'll notice a menu up here: photo, print, art, illustration, web. Web is kind of cool. And what you'll notice here is presets for sizes that are most commonly used in web design. Okay, web most common, web large, web medium, web minimum. You can do your own based on the website you're developing, but this is really nice here, and it allows you to create blank documents that are the right size for the internet, that are normally used on the internet per se. All right, and you're able to adjust it over here and name it before you do anything. Okay, so background, often black or transparent is really nice. I use transparent a lot. And so when you open that, what you have now is the overall size. So if you take an image and you want to resize it, maybe it's in the wrong dimensions or whatever. All right, so what you can do is just drag this in here. And you can kind of adjust it to get it the way you want it to look in here. 800 might be too much. We're getting a little bit better. And you're still going to notice that you have issues here, but you know, one thing that's okay to do is make your image bigger than you need it to be. But what I want you to notice is the idea of a mask, where you can move this image around and it only displays the part that you want it to display. So maybe I'll work on making this outside. There's a lot of things I can do that we'll learn later, but that's one way to get started. Is you start with a template and you paste your image in. Obviously another way to do it, okay, we're gonna accept that just for now, is you can just, instead of new, you can hit open. And from here we can kind of drag and select the part of the image that we want to keep. Okay, and then all we have to do here is hit copy and new, and from clipboard right here. And now all I have to do is paste it now, because it created a new image file to the size. Let's go back. So what it did is it created a new image file, but it gave me the size of what I pasted, the size of the clipboard that I pasted. And so all I have to do after that is paste it in, and everything will be set up correctly. So that's a couple of ways to start, to get started. You can also do that from out in the internet somewhere. So I can copy from the internet if I'm allowed to use it. And now that I've copied it, I can hit new from my new clipboard, paste it in, and now I can manipulate that. Okay. So the next thing I want to go over is the idea that just a little bit between pixel and vector. Vector is more like Illustrator, and when you create logos and stuff like that, if you ever use images, what you'll notice is if you zoom in enough, you start to get to pixels. And Photoshop's really upgraded where it outlines each pixel for you. But once you zoom in enough, you get really pixelated. And the one thing you need to remember about with web design is that if you use very small images and try and on your website make them larger, then they get very pixelated and they look kind of like this. You may have seen this on poorly designed websites where the image looks pixelated, doesn't look very clear and crisp. With a vector image, no matter how far you zoom in, it won't be pixelated, it'll look clear and crisp. So that's right now just a very brief idea of the difference between vector images and bitmap or pixel images. But the good news about that is you can always, you just start an image very, very large, you can zoom in and make adjustments, and Photoshop, we will go through as I go through everything I'm going to teach you, has a ton of automated adjustments that they will make at the pixelated level, which make your image look really good. But that's the difference between, for now, pixel and vector images, or bitmap and vector images. Okay, thanks for watching this, and when we come back, we're going to go through the selections that you can make over here, the tool selection guide, and what they all do. All right, thanks.